Does she need to be staggered out of that? Okay. No. 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 Why, dude?
What?
Oh man, let's crit this bitch for 600k. Let's go.
It's actually pretty. That's really good, actually.
Yeah, just on a normal ability. Yeah, it's not complaining.
So you're crit heavy then? On your character?
Explode a wave of anal energy.
Everyone's always told me spec on my character. Specialization.
It's just the back attack plus a lucky crit is essentially all that was, but
Back attacks are nice. Dude, apparently you need it takes like 2 months or something in order to do the amount of quests to get the amount of resources that you need to get the fastest boat in this game. It's quite crazy.
The 1,000 what?
It takes about 2 months to get as there's like these coins that you need, these specific island coins. You get it from you. Who's that pirate bitch from the story, Blackfang? So
yeah,
you go to her, I think it's her mansion or her island or something like that. You go over there and then you start a quest with her, and she gives you a recipe to make the fastest boat in the game. And I think it has pretty insane durability too. But basically, apparently, it takes like 2 months to do it.
2 months.
Yeah, it's report.
No one's
based,
done it yet,
right?
I think. What?
It's report. Is it report? It's report based, right?
I think it's rap, or it's like a currency or something that you get from only doing quests with her, something like that. But yeah, I think you're right. I think it's rapper based as well, something like that. But I've heard it's pretty difficult though. But I've heard the boat is like insanely fast, so it might be worth doing eventually.
Yeah, I have the. I did all of her quests, so I just have to report her up.
Got it. I think you have to be at a certain eye level as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to max out her reputation and get her to trusted to get it.
Ah, okay.
Which isn't in the grand scheme of things compared to some of the other people. It's
to the Tower of Darkness.
If you save up stuff, like it wouldn't be that difficult to get her there.
And because we've upgraded our gear, it'll be significantly easier.
Especially if you buy the report items from the shop. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go.
The NPCs, then
I'm gonna go talk to her because you can get her on your boat too.
Oh, you can? That's cool.
Yeah. And I have to go sailing anyway, so now that I'm like for well.
Honestly, I've actually kind of enjoyed sailing to places because it gives me like time to catch a little break.
I'm just glad I don't get motion sick, you know?
Dude, you will when you leave from Tortoik Island and you use the transfer to go from one continent to another where you pay. You freaking ride the back of a turtle.
Does it bob?
I don't know.
If it's as long as it's not like bobbing and weaving, then we'll be fine for the most part.
It is, dude. It was totally bobbing and weaving.
Yeah, she
big ass turtle, dude.
Yeah, if you just do the dances in emotes at Black Thing and you don't use any of the gifts, it'll take you 53 days of doing it.
Yeah, it's wild, isn't it?
To get to the trusted.
So you have to do. You said if you don't do emote and what gifts?
If you only do the emote and the instrument, and you don't do any of the gifts,
yeah,
it'll take you.
Got it.
Yeah, 53 days.
I don't know enough about rapport. Like, I have all these arts and collectibles and stuff like that, but I don't understand. Like, it lets me choose these gifts, right? But I don't know what gifts are good and what it's for. Does that make sense?
So if you. Hold on. Okay.
I don't understand.
Okay, so if you go, if you hit Alt N, I think. No, not Alt. Wait, yeah, Alt N. No, fuck.
I actually just started pushing escape.
Oh, yeah.
It's easier to see everything in the menu.
Yeah, Alt N. Okay, I don't know why it didn't work. But if you go to Alt N and you click on Sailing Voyage at the bottom of the continent list.
Alt N, and then sailing. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, so, okay, and then if you click on Blackfang, so here you can see every NPC you can get rapport with. And if you click the little magnifying glass, you can see what their rewards are.
Preferred gift. Oh, that's sick.
Yeah,
Holy
and then
shit.
so you can see that the relic quality ones will give you 10k, but like there's one there's a one relic quality like chest that you got from logging in for like 15 days.
Yeah.
But you have to have like item level of like 1300 in order to open it. But essentially the relic and legendary quality items will it works for everybody for that listed amount. But then the purple ones, NPCs have certain favored ones. So for Blackfang, if you get her the perfect Bierstein, like you'll get 450 rapport opposed to, you know, the lesser ones like 360 or 300.
I see.
And so with the purples, if you give them to the right NPCs, you'll get a lot more rapport out of them. And then it doesn't tell you how much to each rank, but each NPC has certain levels that they go through, like normal, amicable, friendly, trusted. But some NPCs are a lot quicker to get ranked up all the way to trusted than others. And so Blackfang is one of the shorter ones. And what's her face? Nineveh from if you on that same Sailing Voyage tab, the top right, where you have to do the start of our story quest. She has the highest like rapport limit in the game. So she's the one that takes the most out of anybody.
Okay.
Why can't I give the holy water to? Oh, there it is. It just didn't pop up. I was saying this for Beatrice, but by the time I get enough.
So
Alright, we're
Nick,
almost
I
in the
accidentally
amicable.
fucked myself. It's not good. When I was plussing up my gear, there's a couple nodes on there that I didn't check for, and it's messing up my whole build. And I don't know what to do now because I'm already past the point of no return. Well, I guess I could roll another one, right? But I would have to do the thing again.
What thing?
The dungeon again to get enough stuff to craft.
Yeah.
So let me tell you what happened. There's a node on there called Peacekeeper, and I have enough on my equipment. I have enough nodes that I have the Peacekeeper engraving now, and what that engraving does, it actually disables my shotgun completely from use, but it increases the damage of my sniper. So now I only have 2 slots, which completely messes up my rotation because I use all 3.
Oh, you don't even need to get Blackfang up to get the
bow. I know.
quest item to get the ship.
Yeah,
You
I
just
thought we
have
were
to spend
talking about
300,000.
having her on the ship, as well as getting the recipe.
Yeah, for having her on the ship, yeah. But I thought you were saying that you had to get the report.
Why would you not want her on
And-
your ship, man? Bow chicka wow wow.
No, I want her on the ship. Yeah, dude. I'm just waiting until I can finally get Beatrice up to trusted, so I can get that title Beatrice's. Possessive, by the way.
Beatrice? Yeah. Can you have her on your ship? That'd be cool to have her on your
No.
on your stronghold too.
You can.
Hey.
You can, when you go to place things, if you have trusted rapport or the highest rapport or whatever with people, you can place them in your stronghold.
Yeah, that's awesome actually.
And you can also change the outfits of some of them more too.
Damn. Damn, 92,000 on a normal shot. Well, I mean, it made the build easier. You know, I have one less weapon to worry about.
I also found out what happens if your ship's durability reaches 0 while you're out at sea.
Yeah, you have to go to a port, and it costs significantly more to repair. So it's not that bad. I mean, it doesn't like penalize you.
Yeah, but the thing is, you also get a 25% boost to movement speed, and you don't have to deal with any of the detriments at sea.
Yeah.
So
it's
if you were
actually not
trying to
bad.
travel
but you
somewhere
have to go to a
fast,
port
yeah.
though. So if you're going to an island, it won't work. Forces
Yeah,
to a
you
port.
have to go to a port, but if you're trying to go to like the other side of the world or some shit, then you could just be like, you get over there a lot faster.
How the hell do you find out what floor you're on of this tower, dude? I'm having a sense of.
That top left.
No, there's no map in this area. I'm in. It's on an island.
Oh, there is no. It doesn't tell you. You have to count.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I had to find Mercenary Kongo on the 4th floor of the tower, but I'm like... Oh, there he is. Fucking bastard. Get your ass up, don't have to die.
Wait, what? Why do we have 4 of the fucking kung fu classes? What the fuck?
4? Dude, that's gonna be...
We got two strikers and 2 scrappers. Like, what? I hate this shit. I hate not having some ranged. Like,
Yeah,
basically every boss just fucking punishes.
Melees.
Yeah, they're giving up.
Tell Rocky that Kongo is dead. I think he's on the very bottom. Or is he the
What a
dragon?
fucking shit roll of people. Fuck.
I love how much mobility my character has, dude, but at the same time, like, I compromise DPS. But I don't know, I've seen gunslingers hit top DPS, so I have no idea what they're doing. I feel like I'm lacking skill points, like, compared to like a PvP build or something.
You are.
Why? Is it because tower?
Because you haven't got the
just how
60.
it is?
Have to get well. Not only that, but also you have
The
to
extra potions.
get the potions.
Oh, okay.
Potions
From
will make a big
and that's like from
difference.
tower, right?
There's
from a
various
lot of
things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, various things will reward you with like a, like if you look at the sea tokens or the island tokens. There's one when you get, if you get 20 of them, you get a potion that gives you 6 skill points.
That's
You know, there's a bunch for collectibles, and there's doing like random quest chains or whatever.
Yeah.
On top of not being 60.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with like the whole 60 thing. If it's like there's nothing that gives you a lot of experience unless it's like T3 stuff, but like getting the 60 at the current pace
Oh, it'll be tough.
is gonna be tough. Oh, here
Dude,
we go.
I've seen people like, you know, when they like post on YouTube like their builds and stuff like that or whatever, like they're still not even 60. They're like 56 or something like that. Like, you know, like I'm pretty sure it goes to a hard stop. But level's not that important, right? Everything seems to revolve around high level. Seems like.
I mean, other than skill points.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
That's
there's
true.
some stuff that I've seen that requires you to be like certain levels. Like there's one thing I was trying to get where, and it said you had to be level 51 or whatever.
Was it
So there's probably
rapport,
stuff
or
that
was
like
it
gates you.
just-
I don't think it wasn't a rapport thing. It was
Oh, wow.
it was some. I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't rapport.
Dude, the fuck?
Okay.
Also, there's some items that I got that increases
Wow.
the amount of Una's tasks that I can turn in per day. Like 10 out of 10.
You can do 10?
No, I can. So you have the
Oh.
3 per day that you can complete, but then if you get the 3 tokens, you can only use 1 a day. But it'll
Yeah,
increase the
and
amount.
I'm
You
pretty
can
sure
turn
it's
it by
2.
an extra 1.
By default.
You can turn in 3. So you can turn in a total of 6 a day.
Huh. I swear I tried to do more than 2.
Oh
It
shit!
doesn't let me.
If I go do this quest, it'll give me a legendary stone, ability stone.
I could not see.
Dude, I need to party up with these guys because.
Why? What? What? What the fuck? Before what? That's just terrible luck. What? Why did 2 people die there?
Dude, this is an insane quest.
230 MS. Okay, well.
230?
Wow. Gunlancer can taunt him out of a telegraphed ability. That's fucking
Yeah,
something.
I've done that. It's nice, actually. It's quite nice. You just have to do it at the perfect timing, and it basically just distracts him. But some you can't, though. I honestly found Gunlancer pretty hard to play because I focus too much on the party's safety. I act like a bard, and I know I shouldn't.
Yeah, it's really up to the team to utilize. Like, I think you more than you need to.
Yeah, it's because I
Utilize
like focus on like keeping the party up, heal, tank, like taking damage, like shit like that. Which I'm pretty sure I that's not my responsibility. Like I have abilities that help, but it's up to the discretion of.
God damn it! How are you supposed to?
You doing the abyss?
Yes, and these guys are fucking it up. How are you supposed to get past that?
This bitch trying to steal my kills, but I'm killing. Oh, this is too funny. I love them gunslinger as well. Hilarious. I can't believe you have to kill 100 of these guys, man. What is this shit? You did this shit, didn't you, Nick?
What?
You had to kill 100 of these guys in this shadow tower?
Oh yeah, yeah. That kind of sucked.
Yeah, what the hell? It's a lot. It's like the longest quest I've done in this game so far. In terms of kill count.
What the? What are these fucking portals, dude?
Oh, you're doing that one?
No, they're summoning. He does this big, like, 12. So he puts his hands at 12 and 6, and he turns around the room shooting lasers. And the mechanic puts a target on everybody's head, and they drop. You drop death zones that stun you every like 2 seconds, and these guys are not moving these death zones. So when you have to run around to avoid in like clockwise or counterclockwise motion to avoid his attacks, these zones are right in the fucking way because these guys didn't go to the corner of the room. It looks like we'll still kill him, but that shit is fucking stupid. I literally can't do anything when someone drops an orb like right in front of them. Like there's literally nothing you can do.
Trying to make us so you're not MVP, dude.
Yeah, I just want to get these dungeons done. Just want to get out of here.
How dare you want to stop playing the game?
It's gonna feel super bad to not get these dungeons done right before fucking reset.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Especially because I just unlocked them. That's the tough part.
Come on, I'm almost done with this.
But your boy is 466, though.
Woo!
4, 6. Ha! I'm still higher.
For now.
Scared me there for a second. Had me going there for a second. I was.
I had to do the first half.
Am I done? Fucking one more.
What?
Done. Who the hell's Jankrix? Jankrix. I'm done with this quest. Just want to make sure he's not laying down. Okay, I need to take off my Peacekeeper shit because that is not good. Drops of ether, drops of ether. Got me right now. Wait, I don't even see it on here. Why do I have it?
The other thing that really pisses me off though is just like I wish they would fix the incessant notifications on some of these things, like the title.
Mm-hmm.
Every day, multiple times a day. It's like, hey man, did you notice you have a title?
Yeah, that and the inventory always fucking goes up.
Yeah. Wait, I don't understand what the hell is going on there. Where the hell is it? There it is. Peacemaker. This doesn't make sense. What? What? I don't understand what's going on, guys. I'm confused. Drops.
Just blame it on the maintenance.
Well, it's not showing that I have this stance. Time to hunt. Oh, it's time to hunt. Okay, let me check. Oh, I do have it. Fuck, dude. Okay. So I gotta remove this bitch then. Who's got it? Time to hunt. Time to hunt 2. Peacemaker, Peacemaker. Fuck. No wonder. It's not good. I don't even have enough of the Knight's Oaths to make another one. Ah, fuck, dude. I could maybe I could run a Chaos Dungeon and roll another one of those. Actually, I have Disorder Crystals. Okay, I might be able to make this work. Oops. Yeah, boy. Defeat. Are you fucking serious? I gotta kill another 100? No, dude. I'm fucking done with this. Defeat demons and collect vile debris. Can I kill these guys over here? Nope. Apparently they're not demons. I just barely got done with 100. Why did I do this shit again? Great, you guys aren't demons either. Oh wait, that worked. There's no map either.
What the fuck? I didn't. It.
Are these guys like retarded, dude?
I'm right. What the fuck?
Finally, dude, you guys blew a brain. I had to initiate it though. Come on. We're a third of the way there, guys. Do it.
Ah.
I was going by so much faster now. I'm gonna kill someone after I have to kill another 100.
I don't think it's. I think it's just those.
I really want to see the ghost ship though. That looks cool as fuck.
Oh, if you're running it, yeah, I know. I haven't even seen a whale yet.
No.
Dang.
Have you seen a whale?
No.
I think you get an achievement if you see if you go whale watching. It's while you're just randomly sailing, you'll see this big ass whale. I wonder if it can like capsize your boat or something.
Yeah, it just destroys you. You have to make a new character.
you just immediately like just die and you're just like, what the hell happened?
Dude. Just immediately regret everything.
Dude, I think it would actually be really cool if there was a world boss where you had to fight it with boats. Like you had harpoons and stuff. Like that would actually be super cool. But who knows, they might. Because we haven't done any of the field rush bosses, so I think it's tier 3 content, so we'll see what happens.
God damn, this boss is a fucking bitch.
Did you make it past the first one?
Yeah, I'm about to fucking own this hoe bag, but she is a tough bitch. She is a tough bitch.
Done, finally. I just leave the party.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. 3 bars. Let's go.
Finally.
700k crit. Let's go.
27? What did I just get? Harmony Deep Stones. Oh, I got 100. Wow, wow, nice. It's not bad. Okay. Yeah, that was actually worth it.
Then you have
This
to go
bitch
and
dead.
farm some enemies.
This bitch
It's much
dead.
better to
Let's
go
go,
up to, like,
baby.
Floor 3 or floor 4. Group with some people to get this done quickly. You have to do this a couple of
bitch.
times. You have to fall in
Get
there.
owned.
You have to kill the wolf. The wolf has like an hour or something spawn, so it's a bit RNG. If
That
he's
wasn't
gonna be
too
there or not.
bad, actually.
Maybe try
It's just
changing
like
channel if there's
there's a
lots
lot to keep track of. Bitch die. That's funny. Damn. What's that?
here
Top
or not,
deeps? Don't
you have to
mind
try and
if
kill him.
I
If
do.
not, come back later. Then the final part of the quest, you need to go up to floor
Don't
like
mind if I
24
do.
or something, but that's going to be locked off for now, so just leave it there. And then we're going to carry on. From here, we're going to go north up to Glacier Island.
Ah, one more. I probably need to watch a YouTube video on this one though.
Oh, is this the first time you're doing that?
Huh? Yeah.
This is the first time
Alright.
you're doing that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop off, boys.
Alright, later, man.
And I'm only
Nice.
doing it because
Server reset.
I don't have time to. Holy shit! 96 quality with death blow and contender and swiftness. Woo! Give me those.
Swiftness.
Give me those.
This is floor 3.
Specialization 95 quality and death blow. Damn, and master's tenacity. Oh my god, these are great. This is a great ring. Death blow and death blow node +2 specialization and swiftness. Wow, I'm getting some good stats. Holy shit, lucky me. What is this other one? Expertise. We got any crit? We got swiftness. Take that. Yeah, 99 necklace. That's super good. Super good. 99 earrings. 95 ring.
Literally lost count. Oh, what floor I'm on.
Okay.
It's empty, so I think this is the floor. That's the boss fight here.
These stones suck though.
Hey, did you hear about the PvP island that has drops every 5 minutes? Huh?
No, is there a?
There's chests
thing?
that spawn on this island every 5 minutes, and it's just a massive PvP zone. It's a PvP island.
Just a fucking Zerg fest?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Give me more gear. Come on.
It's got to be a pretty fun time. Being on that island and wrecking people.
Yeah, I mean, if people, you know, if that's something people want, it's there, I guess. You know.
Yeah. Dude, berserkers. Whenever I see them have like super low HP, I'm always like, "What's going on?" But that's like their thing, right? Their class engraving. They like sacrifice 80% of their HP to have more
Yes.
DPS.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's like one hit on the boss and you're dead, right?
Where
or do
do
they
you...
get more? Or do they get more defense?
They get more defense. They take 65% reduced damage.
Oh, I think that's really good. Interesting.
Where do you turn these in? Where the heck do you turn in these items? Item tier 2. Where would I turn these in at? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, unless it has to be in a tier 2. Lost. I need to figure this out.
I'm actually gonna double check. This is where this is.
Oh, I have Death Blow level 2. Let's fucking go. And Master of Ambush level 1.
Oh, how often does this dumbass spawn, dude? I feel like I've been waiting here for a minute. How long did you wait for the wolf?
It's like 7-8 minutes.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Spawn already so I can womp you. I don't know what's going on right now. Speed Island. That doesn't do that. Should be spawning here soon. I've been waiting here for a minute. Ah, there he is. The big ass wolf. He's on me? What am I doing the most DPS? No, get fucked! Dude, I just did 566,000 damage to this guy. Alright. Wait, why people are fast? Return to Acolyte Rinden. Assuming he's at the bottom. Alrighty.
And here, so I'm going to set a... That's going to be locked off for now, so just leave it there. And then we're going to carry on. From here, we're going to go north up to Glacier Island.
Glacier. This island is actually sick. I like the whole scenery and stuff.
Where do you turn this in?
Let's see. This. Yes, I need to go up there next to Shoeshire. Okay, which means. Let's go. Be right back while I sail across the Atlantic.
Sailing.
Oh, that's right. I came over here to change sails because I don't know if I'm gonna need it. Am I gonna need it? Let's find out. Find it storm record. Oh shit. I don't have it.
가볼까?
Oh. Yeah. We need to do Adventure Island stuff.
Damn, the tier 2 sets 5-piece bonus. This one is crit damage plus 25%.
Jeez.
The other one is combat resource recovery speed plus 30%. That's not all that useful. But this one has crit rate plus 15% and increases attack and move speed by 8% when using a movement skill. So that's
Pretty good, yeah. Dude, it took me forever to figure out what the hell ethers are.
Ether? Oh, the orbs?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell are these things?
Yeah.
Wait, what is that? I've never seen that.
Right.
Oh, increase my durability. That's cool.
32 quality. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't even pay attention to quality anymore.
It's nice to get good quality, but
I know, I agree. Unless I can really figure out what the hell it means, like to a very detailed level, then it'd be kind of.
I mean, the quality. So from 1 to 100, a stat has bonus stats, right? Like crit, swiftness, expertise. Quality determines how many of the maximum value of that stat you're rolling.
Okay.
So if you have a weapon that has, you know, tier 2 weapon that can be max 300 crit or like max 150 crit, and then
is it the basic effect or the bonus effect that's affecting?
It's only the bonus effect.
Okay.
So the higher the quality, the more crit you'll get on a piece of gear.
Okay.
And here, so I'm going to
So it is
set
important,
a point there and then there, so that I don't end up going in any of the dangerous areas. Once you're here,
ooh, I
accept the
like the
quest
color
and push
on
as far
this.
as you can. One part of the
I like the color.
quest you might get stuck on is with Glacier Island. It will send
And
you
I can
to,
upgrade
if
to
we
level
come out
4.
Archetine, up to this top area here. And the area that it told me to throw something, basically into like a waterfall area, it said it was around here, when actually you have to go right up to the top, come
Where
back
did I
down
get
to Vern and upgrade
52,000
your
life
gear
shards?
again as far as possible. After that, we're
I
going
don't
to
even
continue
know.
on with the Vern main story quest, which will then lead us up to Shoeshire. Remember to swap your ship that you get to the new ship that allows you to go up here, and then we're going to be finishing it. There's a little bit on Secret Base Island here west that now activates up here, so do the whole of Shoeshire quest line as to swap your ship that you get to the new ship that allows you to
am I
go
gonna get
up here,
fucking
and then
full
we're
set?
going to
Nice.
be
Oh, I wasn't
Already
paying
done
attention.
this.
Damn.
Hmm.
Almost there.
I do not want to sail through this shit. Hold on.
893. Let's go. Oh, I can just queue from the dungeon from here. What the fuck do I need to go back for?
I actually gonna make this easier for myself. Let's see here.
Alright, what is the dungeon called? Forge of Fallen Pride.
Come on. Sure. Have you ever sailed through the mermaid waters?
Yeah.
This stuff freaking F's you up. What if you request a duel with somebody on the boat before it sails? Be kind of funny. Alright, fine. Am I on the... Oh shit, hold up. Where am I at in the story? These are stronghold. It's the main. Oh, right, no. Here's the one. Pretty much those are force. Oh, I am for. Oh shit. I just say
노예로 팔려갔거나 눈밭에 시체로 놔둔
oh.
너무
He's not
비싼데. 모험가님 말씀을 들어보니 생각나는. 빨리 좀 끝냅시다.
Come on.
Wow, this Abyss dungeon seems way easier than the fucking rest. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
아니야, 아직이라고.
We in this bitch. Damn, I like this setup. Another gun lancer.
Lancer's
I
good.
like gun lancer.
Yeah. If. Yeah.
And then we got a gunslinger thing and a sorceress. Nice. Should be a cakewalk.
아이가 있어요. 내가 돌아오길 기다릴 거예요.
Oh shit.
That figures.
거짓말. 그렇게나 시간이 흘렀다.
Oh shit.
믿기지가 않아요.
Whoa, bitch!
이게 마지막이다. 영웅을. 아, 모험가님 여기에요 여기.
That's it. Click to the button to see which dungeons I can participate in. Chaos Queen. Ghost ship.
로안이 잘 지내고 있어. 정말 다행이야.
Oh great. Oh, okay, well, perfect. I'm gonna go get my sandwich while I sail over here.
Get your sandwich.
Right? Gotta sail so fucking far away. Why not, right?
True.
Ah, god damn it! I gotta go around the mermaid. Fuck me, man. Okay. I'll go over here. Then I'll do here. Here. Then I'll do here.
Get wrecked, fool. Get wrecked, fool.
Ah. Oh, am I gonna be able to make it through this? So far, so good. Phew. So I guess you don't have to have the other ship to make it through the icebergs. It's optional.
No,
just
you
stop-
just smash your ship.
Well, I just carefully maneuvered around it and it was fine.
Yeah, you can do that too.
I thought like you had to have
Oh
that
no.
one to make it through because it stopped you the first time, right, or whatever. So
There's the. You mean the like the wall?
yeah,
Yeah.
annoying this whole time because my other ship has more durability, so I've been preferring this one. But I was like, whenever I gotta go up here to Shushar, I gotta freaking change ships, you know. So I've been taking that too literally. We're back. I made a chicken sandwich.
Ooh-wee. I gotta say though, I do enjoy the hard content. Like, it's pretty satisfying. Hard, but satisfying. Ooh. Get fucked, bitch. Get the fuck out of my face. Get out of my face! Sec, I need to open some whirlwind grenades. Also, you can get like massive cooldown reduction via gems and stuff. So, I didn't realize how much cooldown reduction you can get through gems, but it's a fuck ton. So that would make, you know, uh-oh, shit, what color orb?
Got myself my chicken sandwich.
Chicken Sammy, let's go.
I tried opening up my door. I almost cried because I thought I was gonna drop it. So let's see. This is holy shit. That's a wait. Oh, UTC. My bad. So maintenance is in what? 1 more hour?
Yeah. Or yes, ish.
Okay. Should be plenty of time. So since when did you get into baking?
Start of COVID.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's really just one of those things that's like, do people really do that? And it's like, yeah, kinda. It was weird. It was, I mean, the thing is, it's a lot of trial and error, which is something that I actually really like.
Well, apparently I didn't know this, but apparently a lot of what's it called? Baking ingredients, so like baking soda and like yeast and stuff like that. Apparently, most recipes list the quantity of how much to use based on the amount. I guess like I don't know how to explain it, but I guess like when they make the recipe, it's based off of you being at sea level, and when you go higher up in altitude, like in Utah, it changes the something. I don't exactly know, but I guess that can fuck things up a lot being here in Utah.
Fermentation, yeah. Utah is low humidity, which is not great for yeast fermentation. So you have to make a concerted effort to do extra stuff to ferment your yeast. It's hard to describe if you're not like super familiar with it, but yeah, essentially the low humidity has a negative effect on the fermentation process.
So what do you do? Do you add more of a certain thing in an ingredient, or do you add less?
So I have a fermentation chamber so that I can facilitate a humid, perfect environment at all times. But that's obviously, overkill for most people. But yeah, that's
you
really all.
You have to do that yourself to the yeast. I thought you can just buy the yeast or do whatever like.
I make all my yeast. Or I grow my yeast, rather, is the correct term.
Holy shit, dude, we're going hardcore.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the difference between homegrown and well, you can't even buy technically you can't buy yeast that you need for a lot of recipes from the store. Like, you can buy the instant yeast, but a lot of times instant yeast is not ideal for true baking. It's just you need live stuff. And you're not getting that from that store-bought yeast. So yeah, I really like it. And I mean, there's just so much warm fresh bread and croissants and bagels, like it's just magical.
I have to try some of your bagels.
It's really good. Yeah, that's my current project, and it's really tough. Bagels are super tough because you have to boil them, and they're super sensitive. So I'm on like my 5th batch, and I still got a lot of work to do. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that I'm really, really looking forward to getting down because holy shit, a good bagel is really good.
Oh yeah, especially if it's fresh. Like, oh.
Oh yeah.
I would assume bagel it would be difficult because of the consistency of how the bread is, right? Because it's not as simple as like a donut, right? Because it's not like soft all the way around.
Definitely
I think.
not. Yeah, it's really about getting the right amount of fermentation with the right amount of gluten, because bagels are dense bread. While as a lot of breads that you cook, you want to be airy and fluffy, which you don't want with a bagel. So, it's just one of those things that, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Have you ever made
really
like cookies?
hard. Oh yeah, I'm not really a cookie person because I don't like sugar all that much. But it is one of those things where like, man, I would like to make like the perfect chocolate chip cookies, you know. Or I mean, that's just it's just one of those things where my experience is all from like not old school baking, but just like more traditional baking techniques. And cookies are a whole nother ball game because they're like a wet. I don't know how you call it. It's not even a dough. It's just a.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it is dough, but it's like not any sort of.
You have like chocolate chip cookies, right? But then you also have like the more difficult cookies. That's like the hard cookies. You know what I'm talking about? Like the biscuits.
Yeah.
I think those are harder.
Yeah, it's well, I mean, the truth is everything's hard when like you're learning a specific thing. Like you could spend 5 years baking cookies and still be improving, you know. I've been making sourdough for almost 3 years now. 2 years, and I still have plenty of things I'd like to try. But that's kind of the fun of it. Like that's one of those things where like I struggle with, like, I like working in IT, but it's really unsatisfying for me. Like I don't get the same sort of satisfaction that I get in baking or anything really. I get to use my hands. I get to work on a product and I get to see that I need improvement and think about what I need to do to make it better, you know. And it's just like IT and computer science in general, like it's like that way for some people, but for me, like I really like working with my hands because I also like doing like carpentry and stuff.
Oh, I see.
You know, it's just like working with my hands is really something I enjoy. Which, you know, that's a very traditional, like, male thing, but it's still, like, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't true, you know?
Yeah. I feel like also it just has to do with the profession. Like, meaning, like, you know, not a lot of people really enjoy being told what to do, right, at their jobs. So I think that's just kind of, you get burned out after a bit.
Well, not only that, but it's like getting told by people who don't even really know what's going on what to do, you know, and it's just like
like baking sounds like something that you're like passionate about, right? So it's like it's like fun. So at the beginning of COVID, I suck at baking, but I did get into cooking. Like I started making like steaks and burgers, and all sorts. Well,
that's really
like that,
good.
and smoke it.
Yeah.
And so and I have like a similar feeling. Like it's kind of therapeutic, like.
It is though. Well, that's the other thing too. Is like when I first started trying to cook, I couldn't make a chicken breast. Like I couldn't cook a chicken breast, you know. And I just was like, well, I don't have the right oven. I don't have the right this. I don't have the right that. Turns out I don't know how to cook a chicken breast because in order to properly cook a chicken breast, the very first thing you need to do is flatten it. Because chicken breasts are oddly shaped, so they cook
unevenly
at 2 different temperatures at the same time, right? Because a chicken breast is almost like a triangle shape, right? Yeah. You have the primary breast portion, and then you have the smaller, leaner portion. Well, when you're cooking something, in order for the heat to get to that thicker part of the chicken breast, it's going to take longer. But
Yeah.
the longer it takes, the worse off the smaller, thinner bit of chicken breast gets, right?
Yeah.
It gets dry, it gets burnt, and that was always my problem. Well, what you need to do is, if you want a perfect chicken breast, you flatten it to be all the same consistent size so that the heat distributes evenly. And let me tell you, once I did that for the first time and I actually cooked a tender chicken breast, I was like, whoa, like, okay, it's not
Nice.
about, you know,
I went
It's
with a
not
different
about
approach. I
just,
cut it into pieces. Like
that
cubes.
works too. It's just even cooking, right?
Yeah,
That's the problem with
exactly.
chicken breast is it's oddly shaped and it doesn't cook evenly. But
Mhm.
it's just like, man, people make some seriously dry chicken breast, and it's like, well, because it needs to be in a place where it can be cooked evenly, whether that's cubing it, whether that's stripping it, like it just needs to be able to cook evenly, you know, and that's
Yeah.
just one of those things people don't think about, you know. And a lot of foods are kind of like that. Not many, but chicken in general, like, you got to be kind of careful.
Yeah.
Chicken is also really scary for me because I'm just, again, like when I was, so I've been on my own for a long time, and every time I make chicken, I'm like, man, is it undercooked? Is it undercooked? So that was the next big revelation.
That's a hard
for me.
part. Is it's not as forgiving as like beef, for example.
Right. Well, so in order to get around that, I started cooking very intentionally with a meat thermometer. So
Mhm.
instead of trying to guess when the chicken was done, I would look at the meat thermometer
Just
and
poke
go,
it in,
"Oh,
yep. Yeah.
it's 158. I'm gonna take it out. It's gonna rest, and it'll reach
And it'll-
165, and it'll
Yep.
be done."
Yeah, exactly.
But eyeballing it, way harder.
it's
Ju-
I
you know, buy
Yep.
a $6 meat digital thermometer off Amazon, and you'll see. And that works for beef too, right? You want to know
exactly.
what
Yeah. When I stick all my
temperature
stuff in the
steak is?
smoker, I just stick the freaking thermometer in.
It's a science, but it's also, so it's like you combine sort of, you get a feel for the steak, right? You can look at the steak, you can feel the steak, and you get a feel for
Yeah.
what a cooked steak looks like. But a meat thermometer is a way to make sure that when you're cooking for other people, that if someone wants a medium steak, that you're not giving them medium rare, you know, and you need to
Yep.
know the internal temperature needs to be a certain, you know, degree temperature.
Yeah, and this might be funny for you, but I come from an Indian background, right? All of our
Yeah.
meat is literally everything an Indian makes is pressure cooked or fried. So I've only had well done meat my whole life. So when I had a medium steak for the first time in my life, it was like a game changer.
Really? Like, we're
Mhm.
talking well done, well done?
Well done. Like totally gray. It's like, you know, when you see like YouTube videos of like meat falling off the bone because it's been either slow cooked or pressure cooked for that long, that like the meat
Yeah.
is tender, but not necessarily tender as in it's tender because the meat itself is tender, but it's more like it's been cooked to the point where it's tender. It's like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I've been eating meat like that my whole life. And the problem, here's the other problem, is I would say, honestly, I would probably generalize this and say most of the Asian community probably doesn't really, we're not used to cuts. We don't know our cuts that well. So
Mhm.
we just get what we find. And for me and for my family, we've always gotten leg cuts, which is like rump and things like that.
Yeah.
Which is pretty
Very
much
popular with like lamb too.
Yeah, which is pretty much, or like lamb back legs or something, right? Exactly. And you know, it's tough meat, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it was
God
definitely
damn.
an eye opener when I went to like Good Meat. When I had like the
Yeah.
first like ribeye and filet mignon like in my life, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it really is a game changer, but a lot of people are actually like not super like comfortable with some of the way that it works.
It's
That-
because
or
they
that
think
it
it's all like blood or it's raw, or like it's gonna get them
Yeah.
sick or something.
Yeah, the thing is, that's really the thing. Like, really, only chicken is the thing that you gotta worry about. And even then, technically, in Japan, they cook raw chicken. It
That's
just
great.
it just matters how it's sanitized and how it's, you know.
The only thing I've ever had
Um,
raw was fish.
Yeah, yeah. I like sushi.
Mm-hmm. If you do like sushi, you gotta come by my house sometime. We got a really good sushi restaurant here that is outstanding.
Oh, really? What is it? What do you go to?
It's called Chopfuku.
I've heard of that.
It's amazing. The dude came from Houston, and his brother is a head chef in Tokyo.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big ones, isn't it? Like,
It's
I've
not-
heard really good things about that one.
It's really good, but it's not huge. But I mean, I've been going there since the day they opened, so I get VIP treatment. So if you come with me, we'll get a lot of free
really?
stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
literally
would
right across
totally
my
be
work.
down. You
So
still
we
at
used to
3M?
Yeah,
I guess I didn't ever ask. How's that been?
it's been good. I moved into head of security, so I'm right underneath the CISO. I've been doing a lot of their cybersecurity stuff now.
Jeez, we could use a cybersecurity person. Good.
Oh, really?
damn. Oh, well, we just have old IT guys that think that they
Hmm.
know what security is, and like I swear to God, every day it's something new. Like, and the worst part is the guy's been around for forever, and every time I bring something up, it's like, oh yeah, no, it's just always been like that, and it's like, but it's your job. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
That's pretty funny. Oh, dude, I hate that, dude.
And like he's been there for 25 years, and it's like for example, we have people logging in. We have people. We have stores, right? And these stores have computers, and every single computer. And I shouldn't be telling you this, but every single computer for our stores uses the same login.
Oh man, that's so bad.
Like 2,000 stores.
Damn, yeah, that's bad.
I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
It-
it's just there's a lot of things. Hell, even in the where I work and stuff like that too. It's kind of like things are how they are, and there's some stuff that would require like a direct order from like upper echelon to change. You know. It's kinda,
well,
so
the
some
other thing
things-
too is that with like 3M's an old company, right?
Yes.
So like that the technical debt plays a lot into dealing with that stuff, you know.
Yeah. Like we have a natural language processing engine for hospital medical data that we send over to insurance to get billing info, medical codes, and
Yeah.
we do all the dictation and stuff. We send that over. Well, this engine is like freaking like 25 years old, something like that. And at one point, so before my current coworkers came onto the team, it was one big gargan, like just this huge project, and they split it up into like 35 modules and stuff that we work with today, and it's just so much easier. Like it's just crazy how like changes that had to be made just to make it modern and workable.
So how was the Log4j for you guys?
The Log4j one was very interesting. So, there were actually some teams that they were using the bare minimum of Log4j, and what that meant was they were just logging for what they were using it for,
Yeah.
but they hadn't updated to the 2. It was like 2.09 or 2.10 or something.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was whatever. So they were actually safe from it because the vulnerability got introduced in 2. Blank.
Yeah, we had that too. They were just
So-
using older deprecated.
Yeah,
versions.
so actually we had quite a few teams that were saved from it, but the other teams we gave them like 48 hours to go through and had to make a make a Jira ticket and stuff like that, and we had to monitor it and test it afterwards to make sure that everything was good and that it wasn't that it was
Yeah.
properly fixed. But that was quite wild because we have a lot of PHI that we work with, so that was kind
Mhm.
of scary.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. Like that's the thing is, when I was at Myriad before my current company, Log4j would have been rough because so much
Yeah.
PHI and a lot of deprecated medical systems.
Oh,
But
what's weird
uh,
about 3M is that they're a Java shop and a .NET shop, so we actually
really,
we have all three actually. We even have data science, so we have a lot of Python and even like Node.js projects and JavaScript like stuff. We have pretty much every language. Like it's wild. It's like teams come on and they're kind of like, hey, we want to do this. It goes through the security team, which is us. We just do an architectural review, and we're like, hey, if it works for the purpose, then it's an approved technology, and then they're allowed to work with it. And
really,
through
is that
means-
simple for you guys?
Pretty much, as long as it's not external. So a lot of teams will try to get approvals to try to do internal tooling to try to make their processes easier. But for the most part, Java and .NET are our two primary languages for our softwares.
Yeah, I would imagine.
We have I would say 90% Java and then 10% .NET.
Really? Oh man, that.
Yep.
But,
and then,
I mean,
and then out of that big thing, it's all internal usually, but the data scientists are all Python and stuff.
Yeah.
And then here's the other thing. On top of that, we got Microsoft Teams. We have what's the thing that team not Git, but what's the thing that Azure and .NET uses? It's called Team Service Team Foundation or something like that. It's their own Git, right? It's the .NET Git.
Oh yeah, a Team Foundation server.
Yeah, that. So
That's the
so
old
they're using
name of it. I don't know if that's the same name anymore.
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but I just call it the .NET Git because it's close to Git, but it's integrated with what's it called, Visual Studio, which is why people use it out of the gate. But I mean, you can just get the Git plugin, but a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
But we have people using that. We have people using Git. We have people using SVN. We got people using it's crazy, dude. And management sometimes gets a little too excited. They actually just launched an internal Stack Overflow server, so people can post questions and have things answered, because they don't want people posting on Teams or having these email chains going around. And I was like, really? You're gonna, because we have a wiki,
That's
right? We
so
have
much
Confluence.
Extra overhead,
Right?
though.
I know. It's now we have a Stack and we're being encouraged to reply and read through it and stuff. I'm like, are you? There's just more shit that we got to do. It's
See, that's a perfect example of what I mean when I say that let's implement this thing that none of the higher ups have to actually deal with implementing, and it's just this sucks.
Yeah, there's this one guy in our company. This guy's only responsibility is to discover new tooling that can help our processes, and then bring it to 3M. And it's too much because this guy has brought so much shit that we don't even need. It's he's brought Stack Overflow, he's brought Yammer, he's brought Jenkins, Jira, and and what's the other one? It's not. Oh, and TFS. Which is how you have Jira for ticketing systems?
Yeah.
We have Jira and TFS simultaneously. Dev teams are using Jira, dev teams are using TFS, and the IT, the cloud systems teams, the people that are for example, if you have an outage in production, they're using Jira.
Yeah.
And then it's weird, dude. It's this guy just it's just he's just bringing all this crap and he doesn't even know if it works. Have you heard of Fortify for static code analysis?
I believe I've heard of Fortify, yeah.
Have you heard of what's the other one? Code. Oh shit, what's it called? Hold on. What's the C, man? Crap. Hold on. Hold up. Check marks. Have you heard of check marks? It's the same thing as Fortify. The only difference is people aren't running their own scans. So Checkmarks is integrated and centralized, where it dynamically scans your code, and basically it does. Basically, it can rest on a remote server, and then it can actually pull your repository, do the scanning, then upload it to a centralized service that you can pull the results from. Whereas on Fortify, it has to be installed on the machine, or you have to have a Jenkins server or something that's pulling the code and doing these scans for you. So at one point we had every team had their own version of their own Fortify that they had to integrate with their pipelines in order to do their scanning, but now we have check marks. But there's some teams they refuse to go to check marks, and upper management said that's okay as long as one of them. So now we have check marks. Now we have Fortify. We recently got Black Duck. Have you heard of that?
Yes, I have.
We have Black Duck. We also have Qualis. Have you heard of Qualis?
Yes, I've heard.
We have Qualis. We have Web Inspect. We have Nexus. We've got Coverity. We've got what's the GovCloud scanner? It's hold on, I gotta think. There's one that's specifically used in GovCloud environments because we do PHI hospital stuff, right? So we have contracts with the VA.
Yeah.
So we do government crap. Getting those clearances suck ass. I forget what it's called, but yeah, we have like all this stuff, right? And it's like unnecessary. It's just more overhead for the teams to implement it in their pipelines.
God, that's just I mean, I say I hate that, and I do, but it's like I just don't understand what's so hard about utilizing existing tool sets to their maximum potential.
Right? And we have some people who use Ant, some people who use Maven. Like, dude, choose one thing, man. It's like,
well, that's just so many. That's just so many. That's so much to deal with.
And that's why we have to have like all these like softwares and stuff. Now, dude, we have Git, like an enterprise Git license that we use for the company for hosting our Git repositories. But guess what? Because we have a wiki page, we have Confluence as well. We have a Bitbucket repository and enterprise solution as well. We also have GitLab. Dude, it's crazy. Like, if I were to just explain to you like how many credentials I have for each of the systems, dude, it'll like blow your freaking mind. It's just like, I don't know why, dude. Like, is it a tax write-off? Like, honestly, I don't know. From a corporate perspective, this has to be a waste of money.
I do think. Well, in my perspective on like in that waste of money space is that companies have budgets that just get renewed every year, right? And they have a budget for, developing technologies that just gets replenished every year, and it's like, well, we got to spend this money, so we just spend this money, and it's.
But if they save that money, then wouldn't technically their capital be higher, like for the end of the year, so it would project better on their balance sheets? They could use that to pay off debts.
I think it depends on the company, and I feel like it's just one of those things that gets budgeted.
Mm-hmm.
You're right though. That's the part that is one of those confusing things for me is like, for example, we have a budget for managed third-party services, and for me, it's like I've always managed things myself, and I don't really use third-party services other than like print services and stuff. And it's like, can we just use this money for like promotions and stuff? And
exactly, right? Give someone a raise.
No, we got to use this. I'm like, why? Like, why? Because we have a bunch of people that are on the verge of quitting because they've been there for 5 years. They're not, and it's not that I think companies should be handing out like raises left and right, but I think that use that money to create incentives to have people work for that money and then give that money to them. Like,
yeah,
get certifications, get, degrees, get experience, and then say, look, you have a finite amount of employees that you could possibly budget for this. Give each employee a potential option if they want. Say, look, you can make this much per year if you work on continued education, this, and this. But the thing is, the budget's like the budget for third-party services is like 50 grand. It's like, dude, you know how much I could do with 50 grand in terms of retention and training?
I know, right?
And like, it's like.
Dude, yeah, not only that, dude, the company
like,
paid a shit ton of money to have Scrum people come by and like teach everyone like Scrum coaching and stuff. This is when I first got hired and stuff. They've spent a lot of money in that.
It's just and that kind of goes Scrum back coaches all the way around to the sort of the baking thing where it's like it's hard for me to like work for people that I know how this is gonna sound, but like it's getting harder and harder for me to work for people that are idiots.
Yeah, no, I agree completely.
my current job, I'm not working with idiots. I work with Matt Warner. I work with Orion Rich. I work with some really decent guys. But like, Orion's not the brightest crayon in the box, and it's like
Yeah, I mean, every company's gonna have its pros and its cons, right? It's like, yeah,
right.
Even
I
when
left
I had
my
my
previous
interview
company.
at Google and stuff too, there was a couple people there. I'm like, how the hell do you have a job here?
Well, not even like well, the thing is with Google, like when I was interviewing at Google, the hiring process was so fucking disjointed and
Yeah.
poorly done.
Agreed.
I was like, I don't, because I had made it to like the third level of interviews, and I finally was getting to talk to a department lead in networking and information services, and the guy, after 2 months, I finally got to talk to this guy after 2 months of like disjointed interviews and different things. I finally got to talk to the guy, and the guy is like, yeah, I'm not the guy you want to talk to, but they're just like, here, talk to this person. And he was just he was just like a network engineer 4, and he's like, yeah, man, I'm not like the manager or anything. They just said, you know, talk. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
and then Amazon wasn't necessarily any better, and it was like, dude, these hiring processes are
Google, Amazon. I went through Intel as well, dude. These like higher end companies are their interview processes are some of the worst I've ever seen, dude. It's really bad, and not only that, a lot of it is not very. A lot of the interviews that I've seen are not even they don't even really apply to the job. A lot of it is like memorization, theoretical crap, like, you know, things that's like it's like what they expect you to know for your degree, but it has nothing to do with what you'll actually be doing on your job, right? It's kind of like just testing your knowledge. It's like, come on, dude.
It's like, this is just sort of like the standard thing that we do for everybody. It's just like it'll cover a wide swath of things without being specific enough for us to really, you know,
It's like,
learn anything.
it's like they ask you things too. It's like, and they expect you to have something memorized. When you're on the job, you're actually gonna Google this and Stack Overflow. It's like, dude,
Exactly.
real life.
Exactly. I that's the thing too, and that's what when I interviewed people, it's just like, I need to get a feel for how you approach a problem. Like, I don't need to know that you can solve it on the spot, because like, unless you have tons of just experience with a single thing, the chance that you're just gonna know something on the spot is just like, you know, it's pretty low. And also, it's just naive to assume that someone needs to know something on the spot, you know,
Or
it's
have
just like,
something memorized to a point where they can just regurgitate it at will, right?
yeah. You know, it's just one of those things where it's tough, and I'm not sure, you know, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about it in terms of, am I gonna keep going with this? You know, like, how long? Because that's been my biggest issue, is how long can I last in IT? You know, because I like IT. It's great money, great mobility, but like, you know, the burnout is real. You know, it's like,
Oh yeah.
what do I? Because here's the thing: when you say it out loud like this, can I really work in IT for another, I don't know, 30+ years?
No.
Like, think about it. You know, it's
I don't
like,
know how. I don't know how the hell some people do that, dude.
I know.
Actually-
I'm like, I don't know.
The only people I've seen, and you've probably seen this a lot because when you were at Newmont observing like the students, but the only
Yeah.
people that I've seen that really just hammer away at code and like really enjoy it for a long period of time are like those students that you saw at Newmont that were like, you knew something was off about them, like they were like
Yeah.
autistic or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are the only people that I saw like, you know, that like really enjoyed it. But everyone else was kind of like, hey, I'm doing this temporarily because the pay is good, but I want to like go somewhere, do something else eventually. Like Anthony Corbin's a good example. He was pretty social and he was there, and I speak to him quite often too. and he's just like, I'm at Google because I need to pay off my debts.
Yeah,
That's pretty
I was
much
gonna
it.
say that. You know, that's another huge thing though. Like, I'm
But-
making really good money and I don't have debt. In listening to what some of these Newmont kids are paying in debt is like, oh my god, like,
It's
oh
insane,
my
dude.
god, like, you know, and I mean, I've always
You think these
managed
guys
my
like went
money
through
really
med school
well.
or something?
Yeah. It's just like, oh, you know, and then it's like, well, and then obviously with like the housing market, it's like, well, I don't know if you'll
Oh,
ever own a house.
dude, the
I don't
housing
know if you'll
market is
ever.
fucked right
It's
now.
fucking wackadoo, which is crazy because like I literally bought my house like the best time.
When did you buy it?
Like
Because I bought mine at the end of
I
2018, so it was a really good time for me as well.
2016, and then my interest rate was a 3.0.
Uh huh.
And you know, I'd never owned a home or anything like that, but I got my house for 225K,
Nice.
which is in a super nice place in Kaysville on a private street. My
Yeah.
home valuation right now is like 400K.
Yeah.
And of course, there's that part of me that's like, oh shit, dog, I could sell and make that much money, but it's like no, because then you're buying into an inflated market too.
Exactly.
You know? But I'm here, right? And I'm on a 15-year loan with a 2.6%
And not only that,
interest rate.
you're pumping into equity. All right. If you rented,
I'm
that money would be wasted.
yeah, I'm full pumping into equity, and it's like I feel bad for guys that are like, man, I just wanted to buy a house. Like I get it.
Mhm.
I do think it's a bit. I don't think there are a lot of people who are actually prepared to own a home.
Yeah.
People our age, you know, it's a
Yeah.
lot of fucking work.
Oh yeah.
But I thought people were, because you know how people are when they exaggerate stuff. I thought people were exaggerating when they were talking about the housing market. And then I looked into like just renting here, and people are like, yeah, $1,700 for like a 1 bedroom in like South Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Like, dude,
Shit,
I rented
dude.
a 1 bedroom in South Jordan for 700 when I moved here in 2013. 700, like,
Yeah, that's absolutely insane.
so yeah, it's nuts. Like, it's truly something. But at the same time, it's like I took risks that you know, like I was not
The
necessarily
finishing the
prepared
Shusha
to
quest
buy a
line,
home,
doing
and
everything
I
up
took
here.
a risk.
You also
And
have the double
you
whammy,
know,
if you remember earlier,
Ambrose did
from
the same thing, and it backfired horribly on him. So it's like sometimes you just gotta take risks, and you know,
Oh,
cross
Ambrose
your
when
fingers.
he bought his house or whatever. Yeah.
Mhm.
But at the same time, though, he bought into it additionally with the supplementary income that him and his at the time partner would. So that's difficult. Like for me, it's like if you can't afford it, at least like by yourself, because you got bills and shit on top of that too. Like you know what I mean? If it takes two people working a professional career to pay off a house, like that's just the tip of the iceberg. Like after your mortgage, you got all these freaking bills. You got like groceries and car insurance. That's like another arm and a leg nowadays, dude. Gas is already up at like $3.50. It's like everything's screwed right now.
It is, and that's the thing that I think that kind of not necessarily worries me the most, because I know my skills with my skill set, like I'm not worried about a job, right? I'm not. The thing is, like, again, 30, can I do, you know, 30 plus years of IT? It seems like impossible, right? And it's like, well, the reason I joined Extra Space was because I'll be moving into management for the operations team, and it's just one of those things where it's like, because I don't think I can do administration and actual on the ground work forever, because it's just like, man, you know, if you think about it, for IT, you know, obviously there's programming, which is one huge aspect, but like the operation side, my whole career is basically solving problems, which gets really grinds on you. Like your job is to be the, and you know, that's how it was at Newmont, right? I had to be the guy that had all the answers, but you know, at Newmont it was like, well, you know, this is my career, I'm getting into it, I'm you know, figuring it out, and so that was fine. But it's like now that I've been in it for 10 years, and it's like my job is still to solve other people's problems most of the time.
Yeah,
it grinds on you. Like it's just like, man, you know, I have to have the answer. But I'll be, you know, that's the thing, is that's why one of the reasons why I took up baking, and I've taken up woodworking and housing projects and like my dogs and stuff, is because I'm getting satisfaction outside of work, and I'm okay with that for now. You know, like it's just one of those things where it's like, if you're not in that spot though, that's a problem. Like if
Mhm.
you're not in a place where you can find satisfaction outside of work, and you're not finding satisfaction at work, then like that's a huge problem, right? And I think that's
Yeah.
why we see a lot of like the whole anti-work movement, because people aren't getting satisfaction at work and they're not getting satisfaction outside of work. And it's just like, you know, there were like studies recently showing that like 85% of teenagers want to be YouTubers or like TikTokers, like
Or like
85%.
streamers or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody wants to work a normal job. And
Exactly.
so,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm not gonna be, I'll be the last guy to say you should just, you know, pour blood, sweat, and tears and at, you know, like office space work, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, but at the same time, it's like, dude, we all can't be famous, you know, vloggers and TikTokers. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just one of those
Reality
things
doesn't
where,
work
like,
that
I
way.
understand working's hard and burnout's real, but you got to make an effort to, like, find things you enjoy and pursue them. And sure, maybe down the road, you combine your career experience with your hobby experience and you can do something with that. But, like, you gotta try, you know? So
Exactly. Yeah.
that's just one of those things where,
And I
like,
think college is
talking to
daunting
these
for a lot of
guys.
kids too.
And I mean, I think it's a mistake for a lot of kids, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's it's just a big mistake. And I'd say there's a large portion of Newmont students who it was a mistake for because they didn't properly utilize the resources that they were paying for, right? They just they coasted, you know, and they got an okay job. You know, there were people that like went to work at Blizzard for $60K a year with,
Yeah.
you know, 100 and some odd $1,000 in debt, and it's like, well, that was not worth it for you, you know, like
Yeah. Exactly. It's
that
like.
was not a good thing. It's, again, it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, I do my best to help teach and train people in the workplace because that's where you really get it, you know. It's like that's where
Yeah.
you really get the training and stuff. So I like it, and I've always liked it. I've always liked teaching and helping people, and I've been doing it a lot because I work with several juniors at my current place. But you know, again, that in and of itself, I'm the
Yeah.
guy that has the answers. You know, like that's grading, but
Yeah.
oh well. Oh well, you know, like I said, I've got stuff that keeps me going. Video games, baking, cooking. I love going to restaurants and eating food. You know.
Oh, dude, Lost Ark was a blessing in disguise for me personally. Because before this, I mean, you knew I was like big into like FPS shooters and stuff like that,
Mhm.
but like nothing. There's no good FPS out right now, and so I was grinding away on freaking Valorant, which is like shitty game, dude. Honestly, just not great. Like, it's just it's like a I don't know, man. It's like a copy of Counter Strike that just went wrong because the shooting feels so inconsistent. It's just crazy.
Not only that, but like the abilities of every character, it keeps it from like that's the thing about Counter Strike is, you know, it's not. I guess you could say it's an even playing field, but like, the,
Oh, if
you know,
everyone buys the same equipment, the same guns, it's pretty much 100% equal, right?
yeah,
Whereas
Yeah.
you can only have a certain amount of characters in a game that have a certain amount of abilities in Valorant. But
yeah,
man, it was frustrating. Well, it actually more than the gameplay itself. The frustrating part was the company's decisions in their matchmaking systems and their ranking systems. Every
Yeah.
other game, I would get a player that AFK'd and threw the game, and it was just not fun. And that was probably the biggest thing. And not only that,
Well,
now
I
they're starting to take action and ban people who swear at their teammates. It's like,
Well, I think that like part of the biggest problem is now that like gaming is so commodified in a weird way where like based on numbers they've had someone tell them you're better off AFKing than or doing something than even bother, you know, trying type of thing. It's like
yeah,
it's just one of those things where gaming has gotten to the point. Well, that's kind of the thing with like Lost Ark though, is like, you know, if you wanted to, you could have spent a month straight watching videos to prepare you for Lost Ark. It's just like everything's been, and that's why I'm so excited about Elden Ring tomorrow, is because I've done literally I know nothing about the game, literally nothing, and FromSoft it makes some of my favorite games of all time. So I'm going in like completely blind and just gonna like play the game and like experience it.
it's I looked at the gameplay. It's really fun. Looks like it's co-op.
It is, but FromSoft co-op games are typically kind of janky. Like I played Dark Souls 3 the entirety way through with Ambrose, and the way that FromSoft game usually works is you need a currency to initiate multiplayer, which is stupid, but I'm hoping that this game allows you to have like free multiplayer experiences, because then you can really just bring people in and sort of explore the world without having to have a currency or be in a. And the other thing is, not only is it a currency, but you have to be in a special status to have online play. They've always had really janky.
Yeah, it's kind of
online.
weird.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, it's one of those things where like everyone's going to be playing it, so there should be plenty of people to hop on, and there's PvP is a huge deal in Dark Souls games, so it'll be curious to see what the PvP is like.
Was Dark
in that
Souls
game.
ever online?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. Well, it's not an MMO.
Yeah,
but
I didn't know you
PvP
can play
is
against
huge.
or with other people.
Yes, yeah. Again, it's a jank system, but it's kind of like how a lot of games in the early 2000s, like they had like really janky lobby-based PvP and stuff like that, but people just get used to it, and then a community grows from it. That's what the PvP is like in this game, because the amount of builds you can go is astronomical, and it's one of those things where like your build, you could have like the best build in the game, but if you can't iframe on your rolls, you're not going to beat someone that's like okay at the game, because they're landing hits and you're not, right? So
Yeah,
it's just one of those things where it's highly skill based, but it's also highly gear based, and there's all kinds of other factors. So it'll be super sick. I mean, it's everyone. It's literally gonna be everyone's going to play it. I'm so excited.
yeah.
But
it looks fun.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to balance another game with this game at the moment.
that's kind of my thinking. So my thinking is like, I've been kind of pushing hard to try and get to a spot where I can take a few days to play this game and then jump back into the
Well,
grind,
you know what's
'cause that's-
nice about Lost Ark is the freaking rest system. It's pretty badass.
Oh yeah, so when I come back, I'll be getting, the only thing
so-
that I think I'll probably try and do is do my chaos dungeons every day, because there's just so many resources.
I know Chaos is
So-
easy, dude. I actually enjoy
But it
doing
takes
it.
like 10 minutes,
So easy,
not even
yeah.
that. Like,
Abyss is
super
like
easy.
where you have to like really think about like, oh, do I really
It
want to do
is.
this right now?
Yeah. But I did just do both of those dungeons right before reset without having ever done them, and they are pretty hard. It's it's just one of
You
those
didn't
things
even
where,
watch
like,
any YouTube videos on them?
I watched YouTube on the last boss.
Oh, okay.
And he was a cakewalk. Honestly, these dungeons were cooked. Well, the boss on the first dungeon is way harder than the boss on the second, which is weird. But I did upgrade my full. I do have I'm level 900 right now. So
Oh, really nice.
yeah, the
Are
new
you,
set has a really interesting set effect. So I'll be curious to see how that works.
Okay. What about the new Guardian raids? How are those?
I haven't. Oh, you're talking about the tier 3 ones?
Yeah, the tier 2. The Fox.
yeah,
and
I haven't done those yet.
Oh, you haven't done the tier 2 Guardian raids? There's 4 of them. I think. There's a Fox.
well,
there's
there's-
a...
Oh, you mean rank 2 Guardians?
Yeah, sorry. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I've done all rank 2. Rank 2 is hard. Rank
really?
the last 2 bosses of rank 2 are like people have quit the game over those bosses.
Shit, dude. Okay.
They're not that hard, but like the
mechanics suck.
the mechanic, well, it doesn't suck. The mechanic on the last boss has an instant not zone wide, but semi-zone wide one shot if you don't do a certain mechanic, and so it's really unforgiving.
Is it like a stagger mechanic or?
So he summons 2 sandstorms that slowly move around, and so you kind of fight him around the sandstorms. And what happens is when you start to see him channel his ultimate ability, you have to stand in the sandstorm and take 3 ticks of the debuff, which petrifies you. And once you're petrified, you're invulnerable, and so you're invulnerable to his one shot. The problem is if you end up getting petrified before the one shot mechanic, you have a 30-second debuff where you can't get petrified again. So if you fuck up and get stunned inside the sandstorm, you have to basically. The thing is, people don't realize you can run out of the. You know how like zones are made up of multiple small little islands.
Yeah.
And you climb between them. If you climb to another island, you'll avoid his AOE. But it's just one of those things
Yeah,
where
which is different than a boss or raid.
yeah, it's like people
Or, sorry,
one-shot
not this.
mechanics. Yeah, one-shot mechanics fuck people. Granted, both of these Abyss dungeons have one-shot mechanics, so
Okay.
it's just one of those things where I don't mind them because they're honestly pretty simple. You know, you just have to be ready. But a lot of people freak out at like. I mean, you know, it's just one of those things where my item level now is like so high that when I go into rank 1 or 2 Guardian raids, like they don't even hurt me.
So you've done
I
all
can
your islands and everything?
No, I mean I've done a bunch of islands, but I haven't done anywhere near all of them. But that's kind of the thing, right? Like I was hard gate kept by the next continent, which took me 6 hours to finish. So that was basically an entire day where I couldn't do anything because I was doing this quest.
That makes sense. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm starting Rohindel. I heard that Rohindel actually has a really sick dungeon though, like one of the best.
Yes, yes, the final dungeon is fucking sick. It is really sick. And I mean, you know, it's just one of those things where you just got. It's an MMO. It's just how MMOs are. I'm sorry, but if you've been playing MMOs for a long time, sometimes there are just days where you got to nose down and do a stupid quest line. You know? Like,
yeah. Which honestly, though, if you compare, I don't think Rohindel's as bad as the grind from 0 to 50, right?
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's
So
like,
I think it'll be totally fine.
It's like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, that's not bad. Like, because the pain from 0 to 50 and then all this shit at the same time, it's all overwhelming. You know, you got to do all this stuff and then you got to do your lives. You know what I'm saying? Like 0 to 50 was more stressful.
Yeah, I think ultimately, I think part of the problem is because a lot of the systems are sort of sped up. The time that you spend in between these like long continent storylines is a lot shorter than in the when the game was released. So it feels like you're being pushed through these really long, obnoxious quest lines really quickly. But the thing is, like, you're being ushered into tier 3 rather quickly when the game launched with, you know, tier 1. So,
I know, this is actually quite crazy because we're already technically caught up in Korea.
Yeah.
But
well,
I mean, I guess no one's really tier 3 right now.
Yeah, well, you're not going to be doing, because the Legion raids aren't out either. Those are the big content things.
Yeah.
Those are the big things. But that's the thing is, like, you know, I think like 90% of the world's gonna stop playing Lost Ark to play Elden Ring anyway, so it's like everyone's gonna stop playing anyway. So I'm not really even falling behind people or nothing.
Yeah.
But, you know. Anyway, I probably need to get off and head to bed. I gotta get in the office early to. Yeah, I hate it, but. All right, man.
Cool. Nice talking to you. See you, man. Dude.
Yep.
Grind. I'm already halfway done with this shit. There's be an easier way to round these guys up. Fully good. Oh, you guys are. Oh, those. PvP before I go to bed. I'm almost there. I miss my shotgun. Side. Oh my, what? Why do I gotta do this shit again? Oh, man. Not liking these quests. Okay, now before I do this, I'm gonna go get my shotgun. Oh, I'm on an island, I forgot. Oh my god. I really need a party. Oh, come back. People need to make more groups in the area. Do they? Come on. Get me out of this area. No way. What the fuck, bro? You can just keep doing this forever? This shit's not worth it anymore.
Elite mobs that actually has the yellow outline around them. You don't have to go into the dungeon that's on this island. So just keep pushing forward to finish this as quickly as you can. Said it takes a while. And then we're going to head back again and we're going to upgrade as much as possible. And hopefully by this point we should be hitting 460 gear score to be able to finish the quest requirement. I think it is from the Queen, that then allows us to travel to the western side of the map. So remembering to do our chaos dungeons every day depending on what gear score you've got up to now and how fast you're pushing this. Also, if you're getting stuck, this is also a good time to start doing some of the Guardian raids and definitely collect your 2 souls for the day on the highest one that you can achieve easily. And then the ones before, you can do these because the first time you kill any of these bosses, you get a one-time reward chest that has upgrade materials, regardless of if you collected your 2 souls for these for the day. Remember, you can always group for these to make them easier, but with your gear score, you should be able to solo them depending on your skill level and experience of the game. After this, come back onto your ship, and what we need to do, you remember we picked up the White Wave quest line. From here, come down, continue on the White Wave quest line to this one's called Little Luck Island. Go to there to do the first part. You'll be able to now sail onto this side of the continent and experience of the game. After this, come back onto your ship, and what we need to do, you remember we picked up the White Wave quest.
That's a big ship. I'll be at like 4 something. I need more than Knight's Oaths because I need a new. What do I need? I need to do Chaos Dungeons actually. Yeah, I need like. That is actually. So basically, none of my. Okay. So it's got to change up my necklaces then, basically. It would be a lot better if I could roll. What am I roll? I'm trying to roll. I am trying to roll Peacemaker. That's what I want. So I'm actually, I think I'm close to Peacemaker. Walk time to hunt and get Peacemaker. Peacemaker. Close to my Peacemaker. I need 2 more nodes on Peacemaker. Okay. I can do it. What is that? Okay, Peacemaker is what I'm looking for. Peacemaker. I believe I can talk with her. All this stuff's better. Okay. What did I run that gave me legendary? I ran something. Oh. I see. Well, I guess it's temporary then. Random grieving effect. 20, huh? So time to hunt needs to get the hell out. Time to hunt. I should just run this, it'll be better. Yeah. Oh, fucking maintenance, bastard.